Alright, so about 6 hours ago I fell asleep because I fell sick, and now it is 6:26 a.m. and I am recording today's video. So this is going to be kind of fun, I guess. This is going to be short because of this, but I did want to get my first impressions of Battlefield 5 out to you guys. So one of the big concerns I heard about Battlefield 5 was that it looked like a Battlefield 1 copy and paste job. I'm happy to be able to tell you guys that that's not the case at all. You can of course find elements of Battlefield 1 in Battlefield 5 in the same way you can find elements of Battlefield 3 in Battlefield 4, and elements of Battlefield 4 in Battlefield Hardline. But Battlefield 5 manages to be its very own thing. It feels new, it feels fresh, and to me it feels like when I went from Battlefield 3 to Battlefield 4, or even Battlefield 4 to Hardline, it's like not so drastically different that it's blowing my mind, but it definitely feels like its own game, and it's very fresh. Now on the first day of the beta, I only had to leave one server because of a glitch where it wouldn't let me respawn. There were some animation glitches, some character model glitches, but nothing terrible. Frame rate and performance wise, it's been really smooth on my Xbox One X, and there's a couple issues, but the fact that this is the beta and the game has like almost 3 years to come out, sorry, 3 months to come out, Jesus, I'm tired. But the game is slated for a November 20th release, so they have a lot of time to optimize and polish the game before then, so I'm not too worried about a couple of frame rate drops. For the most part, the game feels smooth as butter, and it's extremely satisfying to play. The gunplay, which was the coolest thing to me in the trailers and all the gameplay I was seeing, happens to be the best part of the beta for me. The guns have heavily reduced spread, but heavily increased recoil. But it's a form of predictive recoil, so you can actually learn the recoil patterns of each gun, which will be really cool over time. I do believe this lengthens the initial skill gap of the game, because you have to learn the recoil patterns of each individual gun to succeed with each individual gun. Now if you're playing on console and you're having trouble with your aiming, I'll tell you what right now, and I might make a whole video on this separately, turn off auto-aim rotation. And I genuinely think they need to turn off auto-aim rotation by default or remove it from the game. If you don't know what auto-aim rotation is, it tries to aim for you. It'll try to actually lock on to enemies. I will still say that aim assist in video games doesn't aim for you, but this is awkward because it's trying to lock on for you. I genuinely think aim assist in video games should just be slowdown. You know, when you put your sight over someone and it just slows down your sensitivity a little bit. That is a great way to compensate for the dead zones in controllers, but auto-aim rotation is bad because let's say there's 2 opponents or 3 opponents in front of you. If you tap left trigger to aim down sight, it'll try to lock onto one of them for you. It will try to pick one. So it's an aim assist that will either give you a kill in some situations or cost you a kill in other situations, and it should just be fucking removed from the game. I just have slowdown on, so it kind of feels more like Call of Duty, where there's a lot less pulling going on and a bit more just slowdown. It just slows down your sensitivity once you aim over somebody. I found myself winning a lot more gunfights when I turned off rotation. I was able to hit people in the head and take out multiple opponents, and it felt really good. The gameplay is just satisfying in general, but I do think the recoil does need to be turned down on some of these guns. Not all of them. Some of them I think deserve their higher recoil patterns, but when it comes to some LMGs, it's impossible to hit prone targets or head glitching targets. And this is a problem that I just find to be very frustrating. I think it's the most frustrating thing about the gunplay is if somebody is behind chest high cover and you can only see like their shoulders and head, or if somebody's laying down on a hill, hitting them with certain guns is next to impossible, so they can pepper you with bullets accurately while you're having trouble keeping the sight on their head. So I do think that recoil should be reduced while tap firing, because it's a bit much right now, especially with the default LMG, which I can't remember its name and I'm not looking it up. Also, it kind of feels like head glitching is back. I don't know, I can't say this for certain, and I could have just tried it. But I have seen only somebody's helmet and gotten killed from it, so I am a little bit concerned about that. I don't know if that's just for the beta or they decided to bring back head glitching, or I'm just wrong. So you guys can let me know about that in the comments. A big thing you're going to hear a lot of YouTubers talk about, and so I'm sorry if this comes off as redundant, but the amount of ammo you start with is way too low in my opinion. And it feels like much more of a process to get to 100 health, and that's also frustrating. The reliance on support and medics in one way supports team play, but I don't really want to have to rely on Battlefield players. No offense to you guys, maybe it's just on console, but, you know, to be honest, I've had the same experience on PC. Getting some players to drop ammo and health is like pulling teeth, and I'm gonna be a little less excited for the game if I can't really play it solo, you know, consistently, because I won't know how much ammo I'm gonna be able to have. I can scavenge weapons, and that's good. But the reason you're seeing so much support gameplay when I prefer Assault is that I got tired of fucking running out of ammo and people not helping me out. Once I started playing with some of my subscribers, and later when I played with my friend, I had ammo and health and it was fine, but before that it was absolute cancer. I think the way you auto-regenerate health should be sped up just a little bit, and it should bring you back to 100 health. Relying on other players, I don't know, like, I get it, it's a cool idea, but I don't trust it. I don't trust other players. And you could say maybe that's console Battlefield players, you could say that it's COD players trying to play Battlefield. Honestly, it's just my experience playing online in any game. If I have to rely on people I don't know in order to succeed, I'm probably not going to enjoy the game. There are some things I haven't tried yet, like vehicular combat, trying to actually just be a sniper, and a couple of other Battlefield mainstays I just haven't tried yet, but I look forward to doing that. The beta lasts almost a full week for me, and I'm really excited to hop into it. So I'm gonna go get some sleep, wake up, and rinse repeat this Battlefield 5 beta until my eyes hurt. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, leave a like. And I don't blame you if you don't, because it's a tired first impressions video on a game that everyone's talking about right now, and maybe that's just boring. Anyway, see you when I see you. Goodbye.
Fucking hell. Go for B, I guess.
Like we're tied right now.
Here it comes. Where do you call this in?
D's gonna land. D's gonna get fucking smacked.
Hey, the
oh, D, no.
No!
Why did it land on top of the building? That's fucking lame. I fucking did not tell it to go there.
There's that Levolution in work right there.
Where the hell?
Oh shit, that building got screwed. Holy shit. Hell yeah.